Hey guys, Timcast music producer Carter Banks here, wanting to wish you a Merry Christmas. We just signed our first artist to Trash House Records, and we have our first debut single coming out December 12th. Pre-save it on your favorite stream platform at trashhousechristmas.com. Support our work.
We're now seeing the political realignment. Doesn't actually mean Democrats are going to change their tune, but it does mean on the right there is emerging a faction of say whatever you can for power. People are stupid. They'll believe whatever it is you say. And then there's tiers of this, right? The left has always had its high priests and priestesses of their intersectional religion, their non-theistic cult or whatever of wokeness. High-profile individuals, celebrities, people in movies. And then you have the lower tiers of activist, journalist, writers, people with a couple 100,000 followers. And then all of the dumb people who follow them and watch their show who blindly just believe whatever it is they say. The right now has that emerging. And if they don't gatekeep, as it were, I think people have been saying, Elad said, then you are going to end up with the psychotic conspiratard faction taking over, and it will be just as retarded as woke people telling kids to cut their balls off.
I would, and he phrased it as gatekeep. I thought of it as if you don't keep these people in check, like calling them out publicly to their face, directly on a video. Hello, you Candace, I've been thinking about you lately, but
oh, that's nice.
And that. I wonder if it's just an emergent phenomenon when your political faction comes into power and you start to get comfortable and you're deeply interested in geopolitics and it's like there's nothing to fight against anymore, that then people start, flipping out and trying to get power because they're afraid they're going to lose it or now's the time.
There's always something to fight against. We knew this battle was going to be like 10, 20 years. Like we just got started with Trump coming back into it. There's so much more to take on.
Someone asked why was Ian naked?
You know what I mean?
Because he was in the shower.
Yeah, I was just getting out of the shower, chilling. Probably just got the deodorant on.
I gotta be honest. The layout of the castle makes no sense that he would walk in that room. I'm sorry.
No, he's not the only person that's ever done it.
He was
Really?
thirsty.
Yeah, but I could lock.
He smelled your manliness.
Yeah, he was like, I feel something through that door.
Like hear the shower going when you walk to your bedroom door.
Oh, did you, Matt?
Yeah.
I want to know. I'm gonna ask you. No, I don't think so. But
Thirsty.
And
He uses beautiful shampoo, I must say.
We want to
you
accuse him
smell
of
it
that.
out the
it's
house.
for infants.
It's an amazing shower, though.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
It's
There's three jets.
it's a walk-in shower.
Oh,
And
snap.
I think you were in that
Ian
room.
lived
at
like
some
a
point.
king.
You know the room better than as well as I do. So I could have the door locked.
It's behind. The door is behind the stairwell.
Yeah, it's hidden, so I don't normally lock it. And I don't normally think about
It's
is
not-
someone going to come in? But
It's not like it's. I don't want to make it seem like it's completely hidden, right?
Yeah.
If you walk up the stairs and walk in, you can see a door.
Yeah.
But it's in an awkward position that looks more like a closet.
Yeah, and it's on the other side of everything. Like, why would you think?
When I first went to that house, I was looking at it with Allison before you moved out, like 3 days before you came out, and just scouting to see if it was cool. It was such a maze. It was crazy. And then there's another room, and it goes over to here, and then there's another house over here, and it's like. So I don't fault the guests too much if they get turned around winding through the halls of the castle.
Sure, everyone gets.
We had a leftist guest case the whole property. I'm not gonna say who it was.
Really?
Yeah, they showed up and they tasted around the whole property before coming to the door.
This one or that one?
No, the castle.
Really?
Yeah, and our security was like, "What's he doing?" And they were like, "We're not really concerned. Like, we don't see him as a threat, but."
Yeah.
Checking out Chicken
It's just,
City.
the craziest thing is how he's like, there was zero security in and around his house.
Oh, that's the thing. Sometimes people won't see something and then they'll say it doesn't exist. Bro, just because you
That's
can't see
weird.
it doesn't mean it's not there.
Yeah.
No such thing as air or oxygen.
Like, what is he expecting? He's expecting like, is like a gate at the front of the driveway, 1,000 feet down from the property with like two guys with guns. And then you pull up and there's two more guys with guns. And then you walk inside and then there's two more guys with guns at every door. Like, I think we had 2 or 3 people periodically, typically just one guy. And this was just because of the swattings. It wasn't because we had people trespassing. And we were like, okay, we gotta stop this. So we were concerned about that, but we were pretty satisfied with the guy working security. And it's like, well, I didn't see nothing. Yeah, listen, this is the thing. You don't know where our cameras are. We have them hidden in key areas to monitor our property. That's why we're not going to put on any surveillance footage. And this guy, when you pull up to the castle, there's like a 1,000-foot driveway. It's pitch black. There's no lights. You drive up, and then you come uphill. So it's like security's on the high ground. There's trip alarms. The moment we're not there anymore, so I don't have a big deal saying this because it's not that big of an issue for us. Though there are people there, don't go there. It's a private residence now. There are trip alarms. If as soon as someone steps onto the driveway, there's an alarm in the house. And we have a guy with an AR-15 staring there looking at a camera watching people come through. We know exactly who it is. But these people don't understand what security is. I worked for Blackwater. Do you know what a maglock is? Do you guys know what a maglock is?
Mm-hmm.
It's good luck. Yeah, you're not going to open that door. That door's not going to open. It's like, someone opened the door for me. Yeah, because you told us you were going to be there. It's so funny. It's like, hey, I'm pulling up the driveway now. Okay, we'll open the door. What? Where's the security guard?
It seemed like his general criticism was that he felt like it was disorganized. And I'll be honest, in the early days, it was like 5 of us, like, let's just do a show. Come to my house. Let's hang out. And then it was like, as the years went on, it got more and more organized.
I don't know why I included the thing about your dong, though.
Because he's been thinking about it. I mean, wouldn't you be, dude?
I also hate the teenage-looking dude. I was in the Marine Corps. We were overseas. Like, I was a teenager. What is that fucking... Sorry, I keep swearing at this guy.
But we've never had a teenager work for us.
No,
so
but
he's just insulting whoever opened the door.
That's what I'm saying. Teenagers fighting wars, bro.
And
it's like some 27-year-old, and he's like, "You look like a kid." And it's like, what are you ragging on this guy for? You know, just I guess at the time that would have made him a young millennial.
I think one of the most inspirational things that I think about, I mentioned this last time when I was on the show about Desmond Doss, the movie Hacksaw Ridge based on his life. Tim, I remember that one. I remember your eyes kind of opening wide. The miracles that surrounded his life, to me, I think are so profound for you right now, considering that as much security as you have, you know that you're still at risk. Like there's no ability to have a zero risk. And you look at somebody like him who, and as well, like you look at the threats that he got. He not only was he beaten and threatened that he would be killed by his own military team, that they did mock executions to ridicule him, and then to threaten him that his own team would kill him on the battlefield. And then he rescued 75 men in one night.
Let me tell you guys a story. This is an actual news report. I believe it's somewhat recent. A father was driving in his SUV on the highway. He had his 11-year-old son with him in his back seat. As he's getting on the highway, there's another person driving near him, and this guy inadvertently cuts him off. The dude who gets cut off gets angry. So what does he do? He pulls out a gun. And what does he do with it? He shoots the car in front of him. And what happens? It strikes the child, killing him. And the father looks in his mirror and he watches his son die. Why? In the video, the police arrive and you see the guy who fired the shot immediately walk up to the cops and put his hands behind his back, and he said, "I didn't know there was a kid in that car." And the father falls to the ground screaming, "Oh God, why?" All it takes is one vehicle, one time, to shoot one bullet, and your child is dead.
Yep.
And these people think it is a fucking game. So when you get these lunatics like Candace Owens treating our lives as if we are puppets in her soap opera, and these people like Matt who decide they're going to play along too and lie because it's a drama for them to dance along in and lie about us. People die because of this stuff. And we just saw, only 3 months ago now, the assassination of Charlie Kirk. For all you can criticize Turning Point for, and you can disagree with, Candace and her ilk have made the victims, Charlie's wife, the perpetrator.
Mm-hmm.
She has made the woman who has suffered the most, the woman who was the victim next to Charlie Kirk, her children, she has made her the perpetrator. The organization that Charlie built, she attacks it every single day. So these threats, people hear this, and it's far away. I'm reminded of The Patriot with Mel Gibson. I love to cite it because it's one of the greatest movies of all time. Mel Gibson, genius. And there's that line where he's in the Continental Congress, and they're talking about whether they will vote on war with Britain, vote on independence. And he says, if you are asking me, do I believe we should be an independent nation? I say yes. If you're asking if I believe we should govern ourselves, I say yes. But if you're asking me if I believe we should go to war with Britain, the answer is no, because mark my words, this war will not be fought in some faraway land. It will be fought in our homes, in our streets, and your children will see it with their own eyes. Unfortunately, many people don't understand that. So when they see these stories, they think to themselves, it's all a game. Until someone's child is murdered, until someone has to witness how Erica Kirk has to see a video of her husband's neck bursting with blood, all the conspiracies, the lies, the threats, the harassment. This is what is becoming of our political atmosphere because there are people who care more about clout and money than reality. I woke up it was a couple days ago. I woke up and picked up my phone and I saw that video on Instagram. And that is a horror movie. A man falling to the ground screaming, "Oh God, why? My son, he's dead." And to everybody else, they click the like button. They comment, "Oh, that's crazy." They hit the share because to them it's drama. Now I know there's a lot of people who look at that and they're moved and they're horrified by what they see. But you look at these videos online, you look at how people play these games, you look at influencers. You see a video of a woman, she had a fast food restaurant, and there's like a black lady who orders a coffee. There's another real video. And she grabs the scalding coffee and splashes it in the face of the woman behind the counter because it was like missing cream or something. And the woman, her face is burned. Click the like button. Share it with your friends. We are entertained. But real people are being threatened and attacked because of the escalation being brought by these psychopaths who just want clout.
Yep.
They want money.
This is like an opportunity and a necessity to educate our species about what this power of internet video really is. Because, I mean, what is it? Your words have power. Erica said it on Fox. Your words have power. Your words are the most powerful tool in your arsenal. With an internet video camera, you can reach 100 million people with a word and change them and point them and make them. And the responsibility and
there was a time where people were, people thought of if you're looking at it on screen, then it's just drama. Because, TV, not everybody, because now you've got young people that have grown up in the social media age. But for a long time, especially people my age and millennials and stuff, if you grew up, you saw it on TV, most of the time you knew that it wasn't real, especially when it was days before the internet, right? But
Go ahead, finish your point.
Well, just nowadays, people don't make that, people can't make the distinction between reality and drama. So go ahead.
That's a great point. We're like in a twist, like in a crux where the people from the past that it was only fiction are now seeing it and they're still, it's like, how do you unlearn and relearn? Or maybe it's just the next generation is going to, that's profound, Phil.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.